And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live for Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, May the 4th. Absolute gorgeous day in the neighborhood. We've got softball coming up tonight. We've got the Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers in the district softball tournament. We are here, and you are there. We appreciate you being with us. Show number 2,490. Cranking our way up to 2,500 shows, and so we're here broadcasting live on a beautiful Monday. And so thank you for being with us. We've got lots to talk about. We've got NASCAR. We've got Major League Baseball. We've got college football. We're going to be joined by Coach Whitten, scheduled to be with us, head football coach of the Cyclones. Going to be joined by Coach Ken Harden of the Cyclones. We've got softball again, 5:15 airtime, 5:30 first pitch again today from Elizabethton High School. So the other side of the bracket will be Tennessee High and Boone in girls softball action. So anyway, that's what we got going on. We're here. You're there. Let's get it cranked up with the national anthem, as we always do, and jump right in and take a look at probably start out with some Major League Baseball. So here we go, the national anthem. Let's scroll down to here. Today's show, of course, being brought to you by our title sponsor, Ford of Elizabethton. All right, so boom. Jennifer Nettles, bring it on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now
Yes.
at all locations. Our locations are
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
social media. How do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is
423-547-1200.
brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's start with our local sports. Start with baseball from the tournaments over the weekend. See who did what, who's moving on, who's not. So you look at 4A championship, Science Hill bounces back and does it again. They beat Dobyns-Bennett 6-5 in the 4A baseball championship. Both those going to the regional. In 3A yesterday, Tennessee High disposed of Crockett 6-4. Vikings go in number 1 in seed. Crockett to the regional number 2 seed. In the 3A District 2 tournament in 3A, Greenville beat Granger 15-1. So Greenville, Granger, Tennessee High, and Crockett will be your 4 teams in the regional starting this week at Pioneer Park in Greenville. Let's see, in 2A, Unicoi County shuts out Chucky Doak 10-0 to win that one, both going to the regional. All the top 2 go, of course. In single A, Hampton defeated North Green 17-4. That one's not done yet. University High and Hampton will play at 5 o'clock today. Playing that one at, where are we playing that one? At Sullivan East High. University High and Hampton at 5 o'clock. And then if, let's see, University High and Hampton come turn around and play the outright championship, where UH is undefeated. That's in baseball. Now, softball. We're getting ready to crank up some softball today. In 4A, Dobyns-Bennett and Westridge will play in the elimination game at 6 o'clock at Westridge today in softball. In 3A, our game, Elizabeth and East. That happened on Friday, so it's Crockett and the Lady Cyclones at 5:30. Coach Hart will be here in a minute. Coach Whitten will be here in a few minutes. Talk football. Tennessee High and Boone at 7:30 tonight. Both of those that we're hosting the tournament here, Elizabeth and I. That's in 3A. 2A softball being played in, I guess, at the respective places. I don't think there's a central location. Happy Valley will be at Johnson County. Number 6, Happy Valley in softball. Number 3, Johnson County up on the mountain at 6. The 6 versus 3 seed. Then West Green at number 4, Chucky Doak at 6 o'clock. That's being played at Chucky Doak tonight. That's in 2A softball. Then in single A, being played at Unaka. You have University High Unaka at 5 o'clock. That loser of that game will have your season end. Then North Green and Cloudland will play at 7. So there you go. That's what's going on in softball. We'll take a look at soccer coming up here in a few minutes. But again, we've got softball tonight. 5:15 airtime, 5:30 first pitch. The Cyclones and the Lady Pioneers of Crockett should be a dandy. And Coach Hart will be along to kind of preview that in a minute. Birthdays today. George Will, the Pulitzer Prizing political commentator, 85. Randy Travis having a birthday. Saw he's out trying to sing it after his stroke. Singing a little bit, not a lot. Randy Travis having a birthday, 67 today. Hall of Fame coach out of South Carolina, Dawn Staley, having a birthday, 56. And then golfer Rory McIlroy having a birthday, 37 years old. And that's your birthdays for this Monday, May the 4th. We'll take a break. We'll be right back and be joined by our little buddy from Northeast Community Credit Union, Mrs. Blevins in the house. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys. We didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if I help somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
Here we go. She's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. This would be Mrs. Blevins, Whitney Blevins from Northeast Community Credit Union. Oh, look at that little baby. I thought that was a baby doll.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought it was a baby doll. Little tiny feller.
Can't be a month old.
How old?
Yep.
Month old.
Oh, wow. He's holding his head up.
Holding his
good.
head up. He's an alert little feller. So we have a field trip here.
Yeah, it sounds like we got a field trip to
As-
Chick-fil-A today.
We're in the house. Mrs. Blevins is here. So from Northeast Community Credit Union, our great sponsor. And so, big news, a HELOC, home equity line of credit, just rolled us out today. It is good. Tell us all about it, ma'am.
Yeah, so we just started a HELOC special. That's a home equity line of credit if you've got equity in your home, and I'm sure that is something a lot of people are witnessing right now with the property tax assessment that has just been on everyone's property. So you might find that you have some equity that you want to tap into. Right now would be the best time to come and see what your opportunity is, but we've got rates as low as 4.99, and these rates are fixed, so it's not variable, which is very unusual for a home equity line of credit. A lot of times those rates are variable rates, and they can jump up year after year. However, these rates are locked in. So we've got 15 years at 5.99, we've got 10 years at 5.49, and 5 years at 4.99. So right now, better than ever, would be a good time to come get locked in, take advantage of this special, take some equity out of your home. You could consolidate some debt, you could do some home improvements, go on a good vacation, put your kids through college, whatever your situation is.
Sure.
This could be used for really anything. So that is something I wanted to talk about.
So the key to that is, I guess what I'm hearing is the fact that it's locked in. That's the big selling point. Plus the rate's
It is.
good, but the fact she's locked in, it's not going to go up or down. It's in.
Correct. It's locked in for the entirety of the loan, so up till you pay it off. So yeah, it's a good way to also be kind of flexible with how much you want to borrow. So, for example, you could take a loan out and you've got, let's say, $50,000 of equity in your home. However, you've got in mind that you want to do a project and it's only going to cost $10,000-$15,000 for that project. Well, you've got control of how much money you actually spend on that line of credit.
That's
So
awesome.
you can only borrow what you need to and then only pay back what you borrow. So even if you've been approved or have that much equity does not necessarily mean that you have to borrow that much.
The whole amount.
It's just however you want to utilize it, with the 5-year, first 5 years being a draw period. So it really is a cool loan, I
Absolutely.
think, to have. And even if you don't have a need right this second, there's always something that's going to pop up in your future, and why not go ahead and lock in now at a great rate and take advantage of something that may come up in your future even.
That's smart. Very, very smart. Started
Yes.
today. HELOC special.
Yes, it did.
At all 4 branches.
Yep, all 4 locations. You can speak with the loan officer at all 4 of those locations, and we'll get you started on the right path.
So again, to run it down for you, if you go 5 years, it's 4.99. If you go 10 years, it's 5.499. And then if you go 15 years on the HELOC from the credit union, it's 5.99, and it's locked in.
Yep.
Now, she does commercial loans, and she came in. I'm very proud of her. This is huge. You just did a $1 million commercial loan,
Close
right?
to it, yeah. I just closed a $1 million commercial real estate loan, and so we are continuing to grow in our loans. And of course, right now we've got a lot of businesses coming into the area, and you may not have a need or may not have the ability, right away to get a loan or need one, but ultimately, it's great to start a relationship with, especially with a local financial institution, someone that you can go in, you can trust. We're going to be there to basically help your situation, not just our situation. So, as long as our loan products and services are benefiting our member and our borrower, that's, what we want out of the deal. We want to make sure it's not hurting, it's helping. So, but our commercial loans are continuing to grow. It's very exciting, and I would love to be a part of your small business or just establishing a relationship to help you out. So, between getting a bank account to help with your business, if you need a loan, a small business loan, anything that could just help your business grow, I would be the one to see and would love to help you.
Absolutely. She's doing a great job, folks. Commercial loan continues to grow, small businesses, and as she's right, there's more and more people moving in here. So I say in here, into the Elizabeth and Carter County Tri-Cities area. More and more folks are coming in and setting up businesses, and it's a good thing. So you know those people.
I do.
Yeah, they're over here looking at you. Who are they?
They're just actually some
friends.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Peeps, friendly peeps. We have a networking opportunity. We're talking to Whitney Blevins from NCCU, a networking opportunity on Wednesday
of
this week. 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so our networking, that is really open to any business owners in our area, in the Tri-Cities. We have a free networking event every first Wednesday of every month at our credit union. We have our new building, and it's our community center, and so we host a networking. Basically, your business has the opportunity to come in, tell other business owners a little bit about the company, a little bit about that, and then it's just a good way to network. And we have found that it really is super beneficial for business owners to network. Even if your business, you think, oh, well, I'm not going to benefit from going to that meeting. I probably am not going to know anyone. My business is different. It's not going to relate to anything. You're wrong, because you will meet so many people and so many familiar faces in this area that you can, network with the businesses and help grow your business, because you never know what needs will come up as you are a business owner.
It's coming up on Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the morning. Doors do open at 7:50. So get here early. We have coffee, just some small refreshments for you. We'll have a guest speaker, and then you, as the business owner, will have about 2 minutes to just give a little brief rundown about your company and what you can do to help others.
Cyclone softball against Crockett tonight, 5:15 airtime, 5:30 first pitch. Coach Harden's going to join us here in a few minutes. Coach Witten's will come by and talk about the camp they had over the weekend. He also helped Coach Witten, the other Coach Witten, with the Milligan flag football. They went 23-1, so he actually helped out, he and Coach Terrence Turner. So we'll talk about that a little bit in his spring football practice. We checked the calendar, and last Friday night would have made, this Friday night will be 15 Friday nights till kickoff. I'm telling you. I mean, she's getting ready to talk about a block party, this month. And then we got other stuff coming up. I mean, we're talking back to school bash already in the city schools. I mean, you blink, I'm telling you, it'll be football season.
It
here
will
it is,
and
May.
we're ready.
Shoot, yeah, we are ready. I don't know where March and April went, but here we are in May. Then we go, let's see, you do have a block party coming up on the 15th. Tell us about
the credit union will be one of the main sponsors of a block party. It is at the Walter Curtis Park. That is here in Elizabethton. It's called a Summer Safety Block Party. It is hosted by the Tennessee Health Department and the Children's Advocacy Center. It'll be on May the 15th from 4 to 7 p.m. It'll be a fun and exciting event to come out and just enjoy.
Free.
So it is free. And then, like I said, the credit union is a main sponsor for that.
I'm going to plead ignorance because I don't know which one is Walter Curtis Park.
So I know it's right near the Senior Citizen Center.
Okay, I know what's that.
So I know it's right there in that area, and I'm not exactly sure either.
Well, it's in the general ballpark right around Food City and the Senior Center. So, correct?
That is correct. Yep.
In that general vicinity. So, anyway, that's coming up on the 15th. We'll talk more about that next week. Here's something really cool, and I've taken advantage of this. You can get discount tickets to Dollywood and Biltmore through Northeast Community Credit Union. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we offer Dollywood discount tickets and vouchers for the Biltmore House. This time of year is very popular to get those tickets, but you can get them on our website. It is under the Resources tab. That tab, you can also find the application for Helping Teachers Teach, and then if you are an active business account holder at the credit union, where you can also find the Member Business Spotlight application, where you can advertise your business at our credit union, all 4 locations. And we're wrapping up this school year. Of course, we've been very present in most all city and county schools for Awards Day. I think there's still a few schools that lack doing their awards, but But yeah, it's wrapping up the school year, getting ready for summer, even though it goes so fast. And we're right back at it for the fall in August. It rolls around quick. So get your applications in, teachers. You can still get the grant over the summer. So it's 12 months. We give one teacher a month the grant. So yeah, just take advantage of that because you will need something for your classroom. I'm sure of it.
I think Andrew said the winner last month was Alex Campbell from Elizabeth and I think he was one of the winners anyway, so
okay.
That's good. So it is good stuff. It's easy. Why would you not apply for $300 for your classroom? It's a no-brainer.
It's so easy and something that we, of course, love to do. So, guys.
George Strait? Yeah. Did you give me a T-shirt?
They were sold out already.
It's a story of my life. So he went to George Strait down at Clemson. So there's 90,000. You like George Strait?
Yeah, I do. I was wondering because there was a Luke Combs concert this weekend.
In Neyland,
my oldest son went to it, and then I saw some people post about George Strait. So, which hey, that's awesome. I bet that was an amazing
90,000 plus at Clemson Stadium.
So, okay, so it was in Clemson, South Carolina. Nice.
So Presnell sent me a thing. He was at it. So I asked him to give me a T-shirt.
Okay.
He said the T-shirts were sold out. I don't know what size. Well, I guess my size was sold out. He said my size or your size. I don't know if his size is my size or not. But anyway, George Strait was there, and I didn't get a T-shirt. So there you go. Randy Travis having a birthday today. He's 67. He's back out singing. He had a stroke. His wife, God bless her, she's really helped him rehabilitate. So it's reached the point where he can sing a little. He can't sing like he used to, but he is having a birthday today. He's 67. So it's busy at the credit union. You're hopping. You guys.
Oh yeah, we are.
On.
It's a busy time of year. We're getting ready to. You'll see us at most all the local events. First Fridays, we're one of the sponsors there. But yeah, just it's a busy time of year. So.
Congratulations to Commercial Loan. That's huge.
Thank you.
That's one of many. But look, she's in there.
I hope it's one of many.
Yeah, up against all these other financial institutions and came out with nearly $1 million commercial loan to help somebody's business. That's great. Thank you, lady.
You're welcome.
Tell Brandon and Bryson I said hello, would you please?
I will do it.
We will take a break. We'll come right back and take a look at Major League Baseball. And Leslie's here from Sycamore Shelter. Is Randy here? Okay. He's fired from a volunteer job. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at baseball, Major League Baseball next. Don't forget softball at 5:15 today. The Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers in the district softball tournament at Elizabeth and I.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello, Vista Clark. Hello, Johnny Markland. We're live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and where it's hopping. Got field trips. TCAPs are over, and it's field trip time in Northeast Tennessee school systems, and I understand that. And what a beautiful day to do it. Leslie's going to join us coming up here in a minute. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Everything under the lights tonight. The Mets at Colorado. Well, let's start with our local teams. Teams of interest locally. How about that? The Braves will be in Seattle. They continue to be the best team in baseball. Atlanta at Seattle. Richie will go with the Braves. Logan Gilbert will go for the Mariners tonight in Seattle. The Reds open up a series at Wrigley in Chicago. That's head-to-head, the top three teams now in the Central, the Cubs, the Reds, and the Cardinals. So the Cubs and the Reds will get with it tonight. Cabrera will go for the Cubs. Petty will go for the Reds. And then the Texas Rangers, they play tonight? They do not. They're off. I know where they're going to be, and I can't remember. So they're off tonight on a travel date, come back from Detroit. Let me double check, make sure I'm not wrong, and I'm not. They travel. All right, so look at the standings. The Yankees lead Tampa Bay by a game and a half in the American League East. Yankees have won 3 in a row, 8 out of 10. Tampa Bay's red hot. They've won 3 in a row. They've won 9 out of 10. Then in the Central Division of the American League, Cleveland leads Detroit. Actually, they're even Steven, 18 and 17 both. White Sox a game and a half out, so Cleveland and Detroit currently tied for the lead. In the American League West, you've got the Athletics, a 2-game lead over the Texas Rangers. Rangers in a tailspin. They've lost 2 in a row and 6 out of 10. In the National League, Braves, again, the best record in baseball, 25 and 10. They have an 8.5 game lead over Miami. Only thing happened in the division, Philadelphia's starting to play better. They've won 6 out of 10. Then you have in the Central, the Cubs lead the Cardinals by 2 and the Reds by 2. And they lead Milwaukee and the Pirates by 3.5. Then in the West, the Dodgers and the Padres still going at it. Dodgers lead the Padres by half game. And so that's pretty much where we are there. So the top 5 teams in Major League Baseball go like this. Atlanta, the Yankees, the Cubs, Tampa Bay, and the Reds and the Cardinals tied for the 5th best team in Major League Baseball. Braves putting Ronald Acuna Jr. on the 10-day injured list with a strained left hamstring. Grade 1 hamstring strain. Could be a whole lot worse, so they hope to have him back soon. Spencer Strider is back in the rotation. Lasted 3 1/3 innings Sunday, allowing 4 hits, including a home run and 3 earned runs. Walked 5 and struck out 6. So Strider reinstated him to make his season debut in Sunday's game against the Rockies, which he did. So there you go. That's what's happening there. Then you look at the Twins, didn't get good news. Joe Ryan, the ace of the staff, with Pablo Lopez being hurt at the beginning of the season. They're down pitchers. And Joe Ryan, again, had to leave the game with a shoulder problem, so that's not good for Joe Ryan and the Minnesota Twins. And then one of the pioneers of my craft, the play-by-play announcer of the New York Yankees, John Sterling, passed away at the age of 87. Had done it for, 36 years? Wow. On the air for 24 Yankee postseason trips, 7 World Series appearances, and 5 World Series titles. Known for his signature, the Yankees win. Spent his last 20 seasons with the Yankees working alongside Susan Waldman. So John Sterling gone after being the voice of the Yankees for parts of 36 seasons, 87 years old. That's a look at Major League Baseball. Cyclone softball coming up today, 5:15 airtime, 5:30 first pitch. Audio only, the Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers and the district softball tournament. She's here. Coach Harden's going to join us coming up next, but right now it's our little buddy. How you doing, Leslie Broccoli?
Okay, that little part's debatable.
It's my little buddy. You are my little buddy.
Okay, I'm your little buddy.
Absolutely, you're my little buddy. Comes every week faithfully, and I love it. So what's going on at Sycamore Shoals right now?
All right. They've got, of course, the regular house tours. They'll be online if you want to get a tour in of Carter Mansion or Sabine Hill. We've got Appalachian Campfire Stories on May 7th. That's this week. It's a $10 charge, but they're going to tell stories by the campfire from 7 to 8:30 that night. So that'll be Taylor Moorfield, Ranger Taylor Moorfield. Then May 9th this week, that's a Saturday, we're having a Mother's Day soap making workshop. Remember, we talked about that last week. It's a $30 cost, but it will include 4 bars of soap that you'll be making personally for your mother. And you can tell them what kind of essential oils you want in it, all of that.
That's on Saturday, right?
That's Saturday. That's
cool.
Ranger Davis. That's going to be from 10 to 11. If you get online and register, you could do that and have a special gift to give your mother for Mother's Day.
How cool.
Yeah, I know.
To make bars of soap for Mom for Mother's Day.
From scratch. You're going to be
from scratch.
They want 12 or older because you've got fans.
Oh yeah, there's little East Side Elementaries, the West Side, they're all here today. Field day.
Gosh.
I love it. Go ahead.
From 10 to 11, and that'll be really neat. Then the Spring Muster's coming up in a week or so, and that's May 16th and 17th. We'll have reenactors at the fort dressed out, living around the fort, in the fort, staying in the cabins and camping, and they'll be living like they did over 250 years ago.
That's awesome.
So some really neat things to see there. You'll see demonstrations, and you'll see militia demonstrations, all kinds of things. So that's free. That's another freebie at the park. Let's talk about the big one, American Salute Memorial Day Concert, May 29th. And that is free, too. It's going to be at 6 p.m. in the amphitheater. They'll have the Johnson City Band, community band, playing all kinds of patriotic numbers for about an hour or so. And they will have men dressed from all wars, from the Revolutionary War on up to today. And they'll come out and they'll tell how many men and women sacrificed their lives during that war. It's really touching, very moving, and it's free. Good way to end up Memorial Day at 6 p.m. at the amphitheater.
Yeah, May 29th.
Useful Plants of Appalachian Tour. There's another one. If you didn't get in on the April ones, he's doing one May 19th. Cost is $5. It's from 6 to 7, so it'll be cooler in the evening. And he will take you on a tour of the park, and he'll point out useful plants you can use for medicinal purposes or to eat or whatever. So,
neat.
Yes.
Neat.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yes. Liberty, of course, Liberty in June, every weekend in June, first 2 weekends, Friday and Saturday nights. The last 3 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And that first Thursday is our Veterans Night. Veteran and a guest get in free that night.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So we would love to have you come see Liberty, the Saga of Sycamore Shoals, Tennessee's official outdoor drama. And we cover 4 major events that happened here in East Tennessee. I wanted to mention one about our church. Our church is First Christian Church. On July 5th, we'll be doing a community organized and community participation 250th God and Country program at 6 o'clock. It's going to be different and amazing. Declaration will be read during that by Chad Bogart, dressed out. We'll have fifers, drum, you name it. It's going to be a really neat, and that's free to the community. But July 5th, 6 p.m., First Christian Church, downtown Elizabethton, 250th God and Country program. And hopefully we might get you to be one of the narrators.
Well, we're working on that.
Okay.
The 5th falls on what day?
It is a Sunday.
Sunday
evening.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll see. We can't nail that down. So
okay.
It's coming up on July 5th. But I think it's really, out of everything you said, the soap making thing this Saturday for Mom for Mother's Day.
You're excited about that.
Tell us about that one more time, would you please?
All right. Ranger Jason Davis. Let me get it out of here.
Coach Harden's going to join us coming up next, our softball coach. We got softball tonight. We're excited about the Lady Cyclone softball.
No, that's not it. Ranger Jason Davis is doing that. Woo, make it bigger so these old eyes can see it. Okay. Man alive. Anyway, it's $30. It's during the daytime. It's from 10 to 11 in the morning. You'll be making 4 3-ounce bars of soap, and you can choose your colors, choose the items you want to go in it. We're talking about essential oils, that type of thing. Mine would be straight honeysuckle with a little bit of lavender on the side.
I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, he'll show you how to make soap from scratch. He's asking that nobody under 12 try to take the workshop because you'll be working with hot wax and hot that type of thing. So that he doesn't want anybody to get hurt.
I understand.
And he's an EMT on the side, so he's really good.
There you go.
So there you go.
That's what's going on at Sycamore Shoals. Leslie Broccoli. See you back here next week, dear.
All right.
Thank you. Quick
Thank
break.
you.
Excellent job. Quick break, letting you know what's going on right up the street, our state park here in Carter County at Sycamore Shoals. Up next, Coach Ken Harden with Lady Cyclone softball on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Our success is your success.
Tom Taylor Sports Show, graduation, Mother's Day. What do you got for us here from the Jewelers Bench?
We have lots of stuff, Tom. We've got Pandora, we have watches, we have E. Newton, pearls, diamonds, diamond earrings, you name it. We got it.
Yep. Birthstones.
Birthstones.
Year-round birthstones, of course. Pearls, you mentioned watches. So they run the gamut, graduation, guys and girls, and certainly for Mother's Day. Liberal layaway policy. Tell us about your layaway policy.
So put it in layaway, make a down payment, and then as long as you're making a monthly payment, we give you typically as long as you need.
So graduations, Mother's Day, right around the corner. Stop by here. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
And how do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbench10.com.
And the phone number is
423-542-5600.
There you go. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show, your jewelry needs for Mother's Day and graduation right here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken, literally the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Look who stopped by, our veteran softball coach, Coach Ken Harden, in the house. Softball tonight, the Cyclones and the Lady Pioneers of Crockett. So, first off, thanks for coming.
Great to be here, Tom. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we'll be there tonight, audio only. It's double elimination. They won. Let's go back. You pounded out 13 runs on 12 hits against East on Friday. Beat them 13-3. So, brag on the youngins who had a big game that night.
Played really well. Can't draw it off the top of my mind there, but the Grider kid was 3 for 4. Sadie drove in another run. You know, Lacey pitched really well. A lot of good things happened there. Ava Hansen had a couple RBIs. We did some really good things the other night. Had a lot of hits and got a lot of the runners in. Kids did a really good job the other night.
Somebody asked me at church, and I didn't have the answer. Is there, unlike baseball, is there a pitch count in softball, or you just can go till you can go?
No, you can go as long as you can go. There's not as many of them. It's a whole lot. It's really hard throwing it underhand like that. It's a limited selection of how many pitchers you have, you know, and we're fortunate to have 2 or 3 really good ones this year that can throw it.
So Gobble's your main one. Who else?
Gobble's the main one, and then Ava Hansen, our freshman's number 2, and they've shared a lot of games, and it's worked well for us doing that. One of them will pitch 2 or 3, and the other will pitch the rest, and vice versa. They've both been really good for us.
We're here live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and it's field trip day. We got them in here from all over the place. We love it. So, and they love it. It's called Sales. It's good. And of course, all the kids are grinning, eating. Looks like nuggets are the choice for the youngins. They all like nuggets, so a lot of them are eating nuggets. So, what's your favorite Chick-fil-A?
I like the chicken strips for a sandwich. Really
There you
good.
go.
My team wears it out. They have
Oh, yeah.
we have a garbage can full of Chick-fil-A bags every day that we play.
Oh, yes. Every time I'm in here on game day, I see the girls coming in getting their pregame meal here
yeah.
at Chick-fil-A. The tournament's at our place, which is awesome. So the 4 teams still, well, they're all left. But tonight it's us and Crockett. The second game is Daniel Boone and Tennessee High.
Yes, sir. There was a 3-way tie for second place. We lost a tiebreaker, put us down to 4. But, you've got to play everybody anyhow, so line up and play.
Regular season versus Crockett, how do we do?
We got beat 4-0. We played them closer than anybody in the conference, and then we got beat. I can't remember the score. It wasn't really good at our place. We played them a whole lot better down there, but we're hoping for a better result tonight.
Who is their big pitcher? They got one's a dandy.
Madeline Delaney. She's the best in East Tennessee. I mean, she's got movement and speed. Unbelievable pitcher and a great kid, too.
You'll hear it tonight. Audio only. Will be ready to bring it to you beginning right around 5:15. First pitch at 5:30. You win tonight, what happens? If you lose tonight, what happens?
If we win, we play tomorrow night. Be the second game at 7:30. We'll play the winner of Tennessee High and Boone. And if we do lose, we will play Wednesday at 5:30 against the winner of East and the loser of Daniel Boone and Tennessee High.
Yeah, so we're still playing. We'll be playing guaranteed 2 this week. Weather's kind of iffy on Wednesday, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But tonight should be a good crowd, doubleheader. Come out and support them. We were supposed to have the tournament last year with the construction. We passed, so we get it back this year, and we did. So great venue. One of these days is going to be Ken Hardin Field, I hope. And so tonight, 5:30, airtime 5:15, audio only. What's the keys to beat Crockett?
You've got to put the ball in play. We struck out way too much against her before, and we actually had a late practice last night working on a 2-strike hitting approach with her because, like I said, she's really good. We've got to hit the ball to the right side, and we can't strike out. That's the key. You got to put it in play and put a little pressure on them and see what happens. We're hoping our pitching, their defense plays really well too.
Her first name is Delaney?
Madeline Delaney.
Madeline, okay. Got to remember that. It's my first look at softball this year, so I got to be on it.
She's already signed with a college up in Kentucky, and she's just a junior, so that tells you they got her the first day they could sign her.
So let's go around the infield. We did this last time. Let's go around the infield. Your catcher will be who?
It's back to normal now. We've got a couple of injured big players back. Catcher tonight will be Brooke Sparks. She always catches Lacey Gobble, which will be pitching tonight. The other combinations, Emily Whitson catches when our freshman Ava Hansen pitches. But they all play a different position if they're not in there pitching or catching.
Sparks catching. Who's first tonight?
First tonight will be Gracie Shepard, another freshman out there, done real well. She's hitting the ball pretty good right now. And, we're just a young team, Tom. You'll hear when we talk about the rest of them.
Second base?
Second base tonight will be Ava Hansen, our freshman. She's not pitching. Her and Lacey usually rotate that position. It's good to have them where you can trade, and it doesn't mess up things a whole lot. Our shortstop's Caitlin Grider. She's a sophomore as well.
So you have a freshman, sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Third base?
Third base is Sadie Williams. She's one of our seniors. Having a great year. Sadie's already signed at Carson Newman. She's going to do some really big things and represent us real well when she leaves here.
Left field?
Left field tonight will be Emily Whitson. Her and Brooke, the other catcher, usually share left field. Another freshman playing really well right now, playing really good defense. She's one of the 2 outfielders we've got with a 1,000 fielding percentage this year, so that bodes well for us there.
And then you have center field?
Center field, the best in the business, Adrian Heading. I've talked about that before. She's as good as I've seen out there. Goes and gets it and can throw the ball, does everything well for us, and she's hitting the ball really well right now.
Saw her at the soccer game the other night. I said, Coach said on the air that when your mouth's open, you're going to catch the ball. I said, he said that about me? I said, yes.
I bet she just grinned.
Her face got red.
I bet she just grinned at you,
She grinned, too.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
She knows it.
She can track it down.
Yes, sir, she can.
We had one out there one time not that long ago. Peru could cover a lot of ground too.
Cheyenne was unbelievable too. We've had some really good center fielders. You go back to Macy West that played our state tournament teams there, and you know, Kelsey Maines was a real good center fielder. We've had so many, it'd be hard to name them all.
Yeah. So heading's your center fielder, and right field will be who?
Piper Kate. Kate Bennett tonight. She's our other senior, and she's solidified right field for us. She's done a good job out there.
So Lacey Gobble for the Lady Cyclones. Our record is
20-10.
20-10.
And I just found out Crockett's they're 25-14.
So there you go. 20-10, and 25-14. You can do the math. That'd be what? 45 wins on the field.
Yep.
So we're 20-10, and they're 25-14. Yep. Combined 45-24 on the field. So there you go. Lacey Gobble against Madeline Delaney. It's going to be a dandy. And we'll pick our players the game like always. And poor Travs will feed some girls that play well tonight. So got to put the ball in play, make contact. That's the key.
That's the key.
Yep.
We've worked on shortening up a little bit, getting up on the plate, and she throws a lot of pitches outside. We've just got to go get them.
The dimensions at the field, left field, right field.
200 and one, I think 190 and right, right at 200 and left, and we've got 202 in the center field areas.
All right, so 202 center. Right field is
190.
Left field is
198 or 200. I'm not sure. I'm not positive.
There you go.
It's aligned a little different after we lost our fenceman in the storm last year and had to put a new one up. So,
are you excited about this?
Oh yeah. You're always excited this time of year. This is what you work all season for. You never know. You're playing. You can get a bad bounce. Anything can happen, but a lot of good things can happen for you too.
Yep, I'm excited about it. So, looking forward to hanging around this guy. This is his swan song. He says he's going to ride off into sunset after this season. He and Coach Pierce and Coach Snodgrass. So we're going to go out and win one for the Gipper, right? That's what we're doing.
That would be nice. Those two are. We've been together so long. It's just a special crew. A lot of memories there, Tom.
Yeah. So we started at 5:15 tonight, audio only, with our title sponsor, Port of Elizabeth. We're going to bring it to you. Softballs, Lady Cyclone softball against Crockett. It's going to be a good one. We are, as you heard him say, we got 20 wins. They got 25 wins. And Boone and Tennessee, I've had good years too, haven't they?
They've had their record's not quite as good, but they've had a good year. You know, you just never know. The Tennessee High lost the Will Hoyt kid early, and that's a huge bat to be able to line up. One of the best players in the conference. And then Boone traveled a lot and played a lot of really tough teams. They went to Alabama. They went a few places like that. So records are pretty deceptive right now. You just, I think it's top to bottom one of the better conferences around.
Get you some lunch. See you tonight.
Yes, sir.
Go Cyclones.
I'll be there. Door will be unlocked.
Door will be unlocked. The light will be on for me. That's good. Get to sit beside John Whitson. What more could a guy want to hang out with John Whitson, the public addressing guy? All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry-fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry-fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. you and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors, Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so
I'm going to Tom Lewis Sports Show. Obviously, Coach Witten's going to be here just in a second, talk a little football with us. All right, so told you it's going to happen, and I'm right. Unfortunately, Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby has retained attorney Jeff Kessler to try and regain his college eligibility. Hello, Chris Shank. How you doing, sir? Sorsby currently under NCAA investigation for sports gambling. He's checked into a residential treatment program for a gambling addiction. Kessler, a prominent antitrust attorney with a strong record of success against the NCAA, one of the lead attorneys for the plaintiffs in the House versus NCAA case. NCAA says no for student athletes betting on pro and college sports. Sorsby believed to have placed thousands of online bets on a variety of sports. We talked about this. If he can't win this case, he'll go turn pro in a supplemental draft. But he's got him an attorney saying, I want to be able to play. They're promising me $5 million to quarterback the Texas Tech Red Raiders this year. I don't care. What you did is what you did. Consequences for your choices, but we'll see. We'll see if he wins it, see if he gets the chance to throw the ball for the Red Raiders, but he has hired an attorney to fight the NCAA for his eligibility. So there you go. All right, it is big business, folks. The Big Ten Conference distributing $1.37 billion to its 18 members in the 2024-2025 fiscal year, an increase of over $500 million. Don't tell me it ain't big biz. You think of that. The Big Ten, $1.37 billion. Increase of over $500 million. Ohio State got the league high $91.5 million in revenue. Penn State, 88.9. Other members got between 76 and 79 million as a program. How about this? Oh, Tony Petitti, he's doing okay. League commissioner, his paycheck was $4.5 million as the commissioner of the Big Ten. $4.5 million. He can buy him some chicken strips here at Chick-fil-A for $4.5 million. Former Commissioner Jim Delaney got $5.8 million plus $600,000 in consulting fees. Wow. Now, in contrast, the SEC announcing it had distributed more than $1 billion to its 16 members. So you think of that. The Big Ten, $1.37 billion passed out to its league members, an increase of nearly $500 million. Ohio State gets $91 million. Hard to believe. Unbelievable, really. It's what they've got going on. All right, Coach Whitten's going to talk a little football. We'll take a break, get him settled in, ready to go. We got Cyclone softball today. The Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers, audio only. Coach Whitten joins us talking camp. He got to help Coach Whitten with the Milligan flag football team. We got spring practice coming up this Friday night. 15 nights till we kick it off. Did you know that? 15 Friday nights to Cyclone football. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken, literally the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Here we are at field day at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. They're crawling with kids. He walks in, it's like Elvis. Coach Whitten, Coach Whitten. So maybe some of these kids are at the camp. We were doing baseball on Friday night. How'd the camp go?
It was great. We kicked off youth football and cheer sign-ups Friday night, May 1st, and thought it'd be a great idea to have a free football camp, get everybody excited, get it back going, and try to get them signed up early. And you know, Coach Turner did a great job running the camp. We had about 60 campers, and all the coaches were there, and our EHS and TDA football players were there. So it was a great night to get started off. Couldn't ask for any better weather, and ended up having a great turnout.
Yep, weather was great. Kids turned out, and it was ultra successful, it sounded like to me. We were, again, doing baseball, but I got reports it was great, and you're telling me the same thing. That's awesome. Now, some don't know, we had Ryan on last week, that you got to help him this year in flag football in Milligan. Tell us about that.
Well, he hired Terrence to be his assistant this year. His roster went up to 26 ladies on the team, and then during spring break, Terrence went to Disney, and Coach needed some help. So my family was all tied up during spring break, so I went out there and helped him, and next thing you know, I'm finishing out the season. So it was a great experience for me. You know, he had a great ladies. Obviously, they had a great season. It was pretty cool to be involved. You know, just learning the flag rules, being around, you know, some adult ladies, and you know, they did a great job. I mean, went 23-1. Then also had a chance to go to the first ever NAI championships up in Columbus, Indianapolis. And, you know, won 3 games, lost 1, first defeat of the season. But it was great. You know, had 3 seniors, some stellar players, ran into some bad luck with some injuries. So it ended up being pretty cool. I learned a lot, not being in charge. Ryan was in charge and, kind of being a helper and a sidekick there. So just it was a great experience. But obviously had 26 wonderful ladies, and then being around Coach T and Dub was awesome. And then just the season they had speaks volumes about their team and their team spirit.
We talked about this last week when Ryan was on the show. It goes back to Big Daddy because you have Jason winning back-to-back state championships in Texas. You won 2 in a row, and we missed a third one by a pass. Could have been 3 straight, but state runner-up. And then Dub takes over the flag football team, and Milligan goes 3, 10, 21, and now 23-1. So, and it all goes back, and he talked about this, and he said, yeah, it all goes back to our grandfather. We call him Big Daddy, but all those, he said, I got tickled. He said, we didn't play with toys. He said it was watching film or football. So you soaked it up like a sponge, all 3 of the brothers, and it's paying off. I mean, look at the success you guys have had.
Well, I think it goes back to, not just trying to be successful, but it's doing things the right way. Mm-hmm. Discipline, holding kids to accountability, doing the right things all the time on and off the field, preaching character. You win with relationships. As more you're with those guys, the more you want to be around them. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about finding a way to continue to work to get better. And, especially in this small town, we're blue collar. Guys go to work. It's all developmental. You got what you got. It's our job to be the best of what we got. And, we take guys, from where they are and try to get to another level. Our job is to get young men where they can't help themselves, and so and that's really what it comes about. And we try to get them from youth all the way up, and we work as hard as we can, and we don't ever get tired. And the people we've been able to coach, Tom, over the last decades has been a great group of young men, and they've gone to work for us, and they've gone to battle, and it's been pretty cool to see the success of the young men and the young ladies that we've been able to kind of have a small blueprint of how to do things and how to be successful.
It's got to be pretty cool as a coach, for any coach, and certainly for you as well, to take a kid here coming onto the program from Tia Duggar. Here he is. And take him in. It's like a butterfly in the cocoon. Here he is here, and by the time he graduates, he's over here. You've helped him develop as a player, and more importantly, as a young man.
Yeah, it's big. That's more than just wins and losses. But if you want to win, that's how you got to win. You've got to reach down in there and get them to see things that they couldn't see themselves, and get them to believe in themselves. And the mindset's bigger than the physical talent. The talent's only going to take you so far. It's the other intangibles that are going to help you win football games. And then most importantly, what we're seeing now, Tom, is, the guys that we played with growing up, the guys that, my grandfather coached, we're seeing their kids coming through. So just to be able to do the same things that my grandfather did and teach those things, I mean, it's very rewarding, and the teammates I played with, being able to coach their kids through, it's pretty cool. So, we don't always win on every Friday night, but, we do a great job of making sure our guys do it the right way. At the end of their 4 years, it's much respect. They did it the right way, and they left, they had no regrets.
And our kids are always prepared. I say it every Friday night. We may not have the best talent every Friday night. Normally we do, but we're not going to be out-coached because there's no stone left unturned with this man. So everywhere I go to a lot of different restaurants, different coaches I run across, not just Elizabeth, and different guys across our region. All the coaches are kind of holding their breath come July 1st. The new ruling's going in, the transfer rule. You get middle school gets a chance to transfer one time. High school gets a chance to transfer one time beginning July 1st. You have from July 1st, if I read it right, until the first day of the school you're transferring to. So I keep hearing the definition Wild Wild West, but every coach I've talked to is like, we're not really for this, but we got to deal with it. So here we go. How does Sean Witten get ready for this?
Well, it's coming our way. It's been more in the Knoxville, Murfreesboro, Nashville area there, and it's kind of the new way of, kind of filters down to what, they see on Saturday. And
excellent.
I don't know if it's what we all want to deal with, but it's it's something we have to, and so it's the new way, and every coach has the 3%, whether it's the 3% problems or trying to solve problems, or the 3% that some of the kids that drive you crazy, but we all have those issues. We're still fighting the same issues. For a long time it was private versus public. The privates were in
good point.
The same regions as the publics, and so there's been a lot of things that have the classifications every 2 years. Now you're kind of revamping of one year you got a 5-team conference, next year you got an 8-team conference. So there's a lot of things you got to be ready to adjust and go around to. But I think it's just kind of it all started when Governor Lee got the voucher thing passed about public school kids couldn't be turned away from private schools. They could get a voucher to go get a better education, to go get a better a path to get them to college. And so now it's coming into athletics. So I think the legislation's done a great job of trying to put parameters on it, trying to put rules intact of you can't leave mid-year, you got to leave in the summer and in between school years. So hopefully those things will happen. And then as well as I do, that bona fide change of address, guardianship change, hardships kind of went through. It kind of felt like a lot of things were getting passed regardless of what was really taking place, whether it was truthful, whether it was there were lies, or people not doing exactly what they're supposed to do. So we're glad that the legislation stepped in and tried to put some things in place that we all can abide by the same rules, the same guidelines. And up here it's tough. I mean, we get what we get, and it's our job to make the best of what we got. And we still try to run a top-notch program with our budget and our equipment and the teams we try to play. We all know that our program is, since 2021, our scheduling has been a nightmare, and because we've had 9 games, and then we've had rained out games, we had canceled games, and the last 4 years our schedule's been 4 home games, 6 away, 6 home games, 4 away. It's been really tough. So we hope that we find some consistency moving forward in the 2026 season, and things will kind of when things are new, it kind of stirs up a lot of things. So I think once time settles down, things will calm down, and we're still going to coach the kids that come through the door each and every day, the ones we got, and it's our job to coach on the best of our abilities.
And you do. We got season tickets going on sale right after the dead period, but we're excited because, as you mentioned, the schedule. Last year we traveled. This year, 6 home games. So Cyclone Nation should be jacked up and ready, and we've got a great schedule on. Tennessee High, of course, Science Hill, Greenville. And so those, to me, are the big 3 are coming to our place. And so, excitement is here because we're going to have 6 at home this year.
Yeah, it's great. Our first road games at Westridge. We got back-to-back home games against Volunteer and Cherokee, so that's pretty cool to see. And then it seems like for the last 4 years we've gone to Greenville about every year, so it's glad to see them finally come back to our place. And then obviously there's some games in there in the middle that have been really good for us. New coaches that took over some of the conference teams. Seymour was a better football team. Volunteer was a better football team. Northview played us really tight this year. So, we feel like, getting Bristol back over here for the first time in almost 10 years, it seems like, for a home game. So that's been a great rivalry there. And then, it's tough. I mean, it's good to have those games, and we're definitely excited about it.
By the way, TLSAA put Volunteer on probation. We talked about that last week for recruiting violations, but they're still eligible to win the championship, so they're not going to be knocked out of a chance to play in postseason or win the.
It's good to see TLSAA still has a voice. They're still going through those things, and they're still. Yep. You can still. It's good to see that they still have a voice, and you still got to abide by the rules and do things the right way.
You may not know this answer, but when they sit down to make this new rule, TLSAA, did they talk to any of the coaches? They just made the rule. I mean, did they get any input from the coaches?
Well, there's different committees, but obviously those voices travel so far, and I think now legislation's really got involved, and We have a Tennessee Athletic Coaches Association committee. We have a Tennessee Football Coach Association committee. We're on all those, trying to push our votes and frequently ask questions about, what we can and can't do and, what the guidelines are. So, the biggest thing is there's almost a new set of bylaws, really, and it's going to take coaches, that were on the same bylaws for 30 years. Now we've switched those bylaws, and we've got a new set of rules to follow. So you got to be very careful and read through the lines of what you can and can't do.
Yep. Spring practice coming up. When's
we
it?
start Monday. Got going to get 9 days in before we go into summer this year. We're in school to the 27th, so usually we've been out of school before Memorial Day, so we're going to start on Monday. We're out of school tomorrow for Election Day. Friday, we've got in-school physicals for all the guys that get physicals before the summer starts, which is really important for our rising 9th graders up to our 12th graders. So we're going to start next Monday and get out and get our spring practice days, not much contact, but teaching days, get ready to go. We've had a number of guys that have been superb in the weight room in the off season. So we're excited about the new faces, new names, new group of seniors. The guys are going to be leading our football team. So we're going to get that going all the way till the 26th. And then we got a half a day of school left on the 27th. And then everybody will start on May the 28th. So we've got big news coming out on Cyclone Touchdown Club. You can follow us there, junior Cyclone football at youth football and cheer. You got Tia Duggar, a lot of things happening there. So just kind of reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram, and you can follow the updates of what's been going on. We've got a lot of guys that have pushed some stellar numbers and pushing some weight around this off season, so we're definitely excited about that. We've had some 80% squat max, 90% last week, 100% squat max this week. We've got some guys that have pushed some weight. They don't look the same as they used to, and we're excited about the progress that a lot of these guys made. We only got about 12 seniors coming back for next year, so a lot of our team's going to be young and a little bit inexperienced, but we've got a lot of guys that played a lot of football. Our JV team went undefeated a year ago. Our Tia Duggar football team went undefeated a year ago, so we got a lot of guys that have got to step up, and we feel that we've got 3 guys that have the ability to do great things for us this year. On the offensive end, C.J. Mathis returns for his senior year. At running back, William McDuffie, stepped in and had a great junior season. He's back for his senior year. And then Legend Plate, going to be a rising sophomore. We feel like those 3 guys give us a great chance to win a lot of football games. That can touch the football there. So, we're excited about the progress of a lot of those guys have made. You read off John Horniak comes back for his senior year anchors our offensive line. Braylon Britt comes back a senior receiver in DB that did a phenomenal job stepping up for Justin Whitehead last year. Got hurt. Harrison Hobbs has kind of come out and done a lot of great things. So we're excited about that. And then a lot of new faces along the way. So excited about our senior group that we've got. We going to be dependent on a lot of young guys, but our guys have been hard at it, working really hard. Appreciate Coach Holt, what he's been done with a lot of guys. Coach Whitehead's got us beeped up on Cyclone Nutrition and got that going. Extra protein, extra meal replacement shakes and meal replacement bars. We hope to continue that through the summer and next year. So a lot of exciting things going on. We've been in the new facility this off season. More space, more room to get things done. Now we always got things done, but we had to move around in tight quarters. Now we've been able to benefit from more space, and we've got new toys and new things we've got done. So we bought some flip sleds and pull sleds and push sleds, and with the ability to have that indoor turf, we can get a lot of things done from agility wise and footwork standpoint.
I say this virtually every time I broadcast a Cyclone game. A school of the size of Elizabeth in a town of 14,000, the facilities, we've got the Ryder Center of Athletic Performance, Citizen Bank Stadium, new turf. Baseball guys play down at River Rider Stadium with the big league ballpark. We're doing softball night in a primo softball facility now. So facilities-wise, a school the size of Elizabethton High School, 800 and some kids, probably unmatched in the state.
Well, I think still a verbiage from your neck of the woods, the old Raiders, Al Davis, it's commitment to excellence.
Amen.
I mean, our facilities are top notch, but it's giving back to our student athletes.
Exactly.
I mean, we're constantly, promoting our student athletes. We're constantly trying to take the next step to help them and promote them and put them out there, and it's their job to show up every day and do the work on the field, off the field. We've got some stellar student athletes, not just football, but across the board. And even doesn't matter what position you play, but a guy like Will Bowers, I mean, he's the best kicker in the state, one of the best kickers in the nation, in my opinion. I mean, this guy's booting it and looks like a dang linebacker when you see him walk up. But a lot of hard work. We got some guys that have really set some goals, and future's really bright. So we're looking forward to that. We got a great administration that's commitment to excellence. Just win, baby. And
just win, baby.
We got a lot of dual sport athletes that are doing a great job, and that's what I always preach about. Prime example, former player that's helping us now, Connor Johnson, coached with us in football this year. He never cheated you in football. He never cheated you in track. We got guys, Justin Whitehead, 3-sport all-conference player, Rhett Slagle, on the mound and, in the football field. So Tucker Taylor doing it on the football field and soccer field. I mean, you could just go on and on about what these guys have done. I mean, there's some dandies, and dreams do come true right here in Elizabethton, and that's no bigger than the news that took place 2 weeks ago, and that's Parker Hughes, man. I mean, what a testimony he has to tell. And guy had to walk on, bet on himself, and thought about quitting, went back, and then next thing you know, he's team captain, he's preseason all-conference, he's end of the year all-conference, and then next thing you know, he's top 5 linebacker as far as combine results, and gets a chance to you make it to the NFL. So it just gives you chill bumps when you think about it, and because the testimony he has to tell. You're talking about 26 years later when Jason went through, Vince Redd went through. Here's a guy, 2026, Parker Hughes. I mean, just Evan Carter. Those things go on and on. You can achieve those things. I always say that your goals are here, and if the work ethic can match those goals, and then you have
that's exactly right.
Faith in the higher power. You can lead and do things that you never thought you could accomplish.
Well put. You look at Evan Carter, Jason Witten, Sean Witten, Bryson Rollins, Parker Hughes. I'm going to leave somebody out. Michael Robinson played South Carolina softball or baseball. I mean, you can go on and on.
Yeah, Bryson leaves in a week, really, to go overseas and play NFL Europe for the summer. I mean, keep playing as long as you can play. That's what I say.
Amen, brother. It's good. So what year will this be for you?
This will be going into 20. Hard to believe. 20 years.
Yep. I've been with you.
Almost probably 15. We started doing the Sean Witten show probably 2010, somewhere around there. 11. You did the Graham Clark show, Stacey Carter show. It's whenever Stacey started at Science Hill. So probably 2010, right?
Yep.
11.
10, 11, somewhere through there.
Yeah.
I got invited.
Started doing the Sean Witten show with those guys. So yeah, we've been at it a long time.
Yep. It's been a good ride. We're not done yet.
Yep.
Like Elvis says, we got unfinished business.
Yeah.
Thank you, man,
yes,
for coming.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me
on. Go Cyclones. See you next Monday. We'll be over to stream some spring football practice coming up next Monday. It'll start, as you heard him say, get 9 days. Hello, Wayne Adcock. How you doing, sir? Cyclones softball today. The Cyclones had Crockett, Madeline Delaney, who is an outstanding pitcher. Coach Harmon's here a few minutes ago, said she's probably the best pitcher in Northeast Tennessee. We'll see. Madeline Delaney, I know Miss Bird's pretty good out of Unicoi County. Miss Gobble's pretty good at Elizabethton. So we'll see. But that'll be game number 1. We're just doing that one the second game. So come, plan to stay and watch a doubleheader. The second game will be Boone and Tennessee in the district tournament here at our place. And again, it's a neat facility. They've done a lot of work to upgrade it, and it should be at some point. He's retiring this year, so it should be. And I hope they. I have no control over, but I'd like to see if I could wave the magic wand, make it Ken Harden-Field before it's over with, because he has done so much for this program. He's been the coach for 21 years, softball here in Elizabeth, and he's riding off into the sunset and let somebody else do it. And so we appreciate him so very, very much. But anyway, we'll be there today for his Lady Cyclone softball team, 5:15 airtime, 5:30 first pitch, audio only, brought to you by our title sponsor, Ford of Elizabethton. All right, we'll take a look at what we got to come up here. We're going to recap who's playing where in softball, and the baseball's all set. And so we'll take a look at that. Also some NASCAR. My guy with the new crew chief didn't do so hot. Started 6th and finished 20th. My guy's Kyle Busch didn't do good. So, but we'll take a look at NASCAR. We'll take a look at the National Hockey League and the NBA, and we'll go back over the softball schedule for the district tournament going on today in 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A across Northeast Tennessee. All that next right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number, here we are, show number 2,490. We're 10 shows away from our 2500 show. 2,500 show and 10 shows out. So we got a big celebration coming up for 2,500 shows. We started this program 11 years ago. Back after this from one of our great sponsors, Carter County Bank. We'll take a look at the NBA, the National Hockey League, and NASCAR. And as we said, we'll go back through the softball tournament schedule for this Monday, May 4th.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why physical therapy services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the medical care building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical therapy services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, particularly in the National Hockey League. Again, round one, in the second round, I should say, game one of the best of 7 tonight. The Carolina Hurricanes, Dara and Brandon Young are Caniacs. Yeah. They'll be in Raleigh tonight against the Philadelphia Flyers. Game one of that one, and also game one tonight. Anaheim will skate in Vegas. Tomorrow, Minnesota, Colorado, and Wednesday, Montreal, Buffalo, and the round 2 of the National Hockey League. NBA, I thought this was an interesting story. The Philadelphia 76ers eliminated the Celtics, which was a big upset, I think, the way it turned out. And so the Sixers are playing the Knicks, and they don't like each other. They probably like each other less than the Celtics and the 76ers. So Philadelphia's trying to avoid a Knicks fan takeover in their home arena. They're blocking ticket sales for Knicks fans. Is that not child? I mean, so I don't get that. Why would you? Well, I guess you would care to a point who's up in the stand screaming and yelling, but we were always taught to block it out and just concentrate on what's going on the floor. Okay. After overcoming a 3-1 series to beat the Celtics, the Sixers will face a Knicks team whose fan base is known for invading Philadelphia's arena. So, the Sixers have announced on their ticket purchasing website they'll be restricting ticket sales to fans who live in the greater Philadelphia area only. The billing address will have to be within the Philadelphia area for fans to buy tickets. Those outside the zone will have their purchases canceled. That is wrong. I'm sorry. This is America. If I want to go watch it, that's like saying when Tennessee plays Alabama, we're not going to sell any tickets to Alabama fans. Or when Tennessee goes to wherever, you're not going to be able to get tickets if you're a Tennessee fan. And maybe that goes on. I didn't know if it does. But that's wrong. I mean, it is America. It's a democracy. It's a free country. Why would you? So anyway, this isn't the first time Sixers have done something like this when playing the Knicks. In 2024, the Sixers ownership group bought more than 2,000 tickets during a first-round playoff game between them to keep them out of the hands of Knicks fans. That is, I just don't get that. That's like over here when we play Science Hill, we block ticket sales. They can't come. That is crazy. To me it is. You may think it's okay. I think it's wrong. If you want to come watch the game, you shouldn't be. You're talking about total discrimination. That's discrimination in the truest form. If you live outside of Philadelphia, we ain't selling you a ticket. So, which doesn't really speak well, I think, of the 76er fan base. They should be in droves buying tickets, not letting the Knicks fans get tickets. That's the way I look at that. So, but anyway, the Philadelphia 76ers are blocking the Knicks fans from buying tickets. They're restricting ticket sales to fans who live in the greater Philadelphia area only. Your billing address on your tickets have to be within the Philadelphia area for fans to buy tickets, and those outside the zone of Philadelphia will have your purchases canceled. Wrong. Hello, Jimmy Stout. How you doing? Hello, Rob Stout. How you doing, sir? Donna Treadway. It's going to happen. They're doing it, but does that just seem really chintzy to me? I'm going to play in my sandbox. You can't come play in your sandbox. I'm going to block you from playing in my sandbox. That's crazy. It's America. If you want to buy tickets, let them come buy tickets. Just scream louder than they are. Well, the Knicks fans will have more tickets, and then you don't have a very good fan base. If the 76ers did what they did, and they eliminated the Celtics, one of their dreaded rivalries, them and the Knicks, then you should have them lined up in droves, 76er fans, to get tickets to watch them play in Philadelphia. But apparently they don't, because they're blocking so the Knicks fans can't get tickets. That speaks to me volumes about the 76er fan base. NBA tonight, Game 1, Philadelphia and New York. Have you read where the Knicks are blocking the 76er tickets? No. Madison Square Garden? Apparently not. They play Game 1 tonight. Sixers is number 7 seed. The Knicks are number 3 seed. The other series starts tonight. My team, the San Antonio Spurs. You just like them because of Wemby. No, I like them back with George Gervin and Artis Gilmore. And right on up to Ginobili and Tim Duncan and those guys. So, no, Tony Parker, I've always liked the Spurs. So number 2 seed San Antonio. And if I am a bandwagon guy, who cares? But I'm not. Spurs have been my team for Spurs and the Celtics till Bird retired. Then I started liking the Spurs. San Antonio, the number 2 seed, hosting Minnesota, the number 6 seed tonight. Tomorrow night, Game 1, Cleveland and Detroit. Game 1, the Lakers at Oklahoma City. And that's going on tomorrow night. All right, NASCAR, how did it go yesterday? Chase Elliott nails it down in Texas. Second win of the season, number 2 at Texas, his 23rd career win. Denny Hamlin second, followed by Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, and Ryan Blaney. So Elliott came on late in the race, winning the second stage and running up front the rest of the time. Led the most laps on the day and overcame a late race caution to win by 4/100ths of a second rather. Average speed of the race, 136 miles an hour. 23 lead changes among 11 drivers. 7 cautions yesterday. My guy Kyle Busch, not a good day. He started 6th and finished 20th, so it's better. Guys that had a terrible day yesterday, out of the 38 drivers, Christopher Bell finished 38th. Joey Logano finished 37th. They were in accidents. Ty Gibbs got caught up in a wreck. So out of 267 laps ran, Logano just ran 95 where he crashed. Christopher Bell ran 68 where he wrecked or was in an accident. So again, they move on now to the next stop of the NASCAR season. Here's your points looking like this. The 16 drivers right now in the playoffs will be Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Preece, Christopher Bell, Daniel Suarez, Austin Cindric, and Chase Briscoe. Those guys are in on the outside looking in now are Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, and A.J. Allmendinger. That's the guys on the outside looking in right now. The racing, again, as we said yesterday over the weekend in Texas, Hocevar won the truck race. Kyle Larson won the O'Reilly Parts race. All right, so we told you Friday that Dollar Tree is jumping on board NASCAR in a big-time way. They've renamed the race in New Hampshire coming up in August. It'll be the Dollar Tree 301. Dollar Tree is jumping in big time, getting heavily involved in NASCAR. So, and adding their name to the only race in New England this year, the Cup Series race in New Hampshire. Dollar Tree is branded the more fun, more value pages across all track websites. Speedway Motorsports, which includes Bristol. So you'll see more Dollar Tree signage and awareness at Bristol and all the Speedway Motorsports tracks, including the obvious New Hampshire. They renamed that race in August the Dollar Tree 301. So there you go. All right, let's run down softball before we get out of here. Who's playing where today? On today we say happy birthday to Rory McIlroy, who's 37. Randy Travis, and country music singer, is 67. And who's the other one? You have, Dawn Staley, the coach of South Carolina, having a birthday. She's 56. Softball today. Who plays where? Let's start with 4A being played at Westridge. It will be Dobbins Minute and Westridge at 6 o'clock in the losers bracket game. Losers, that one is eliminated from the season between DB and the Lady Wolves of Westridge. 3A, across the street at Elizabeth and High, Our Lady Cyclones will take on Crockett. Airtime 5:15. First pitch 5:30, audio only. Second game will be Tennessee and Daniel Boone. That's in 3A. 2A softball going on today. You have Happy Valley, number 6 seed, at number 3 seed Johnson County at 6 o'clock. The second game, number 5 West Green at number 4 seeded Chucky Doak at 6 o'clock. They're playing those at the site locations. The single A tournament will be at Unaka High School at 5 o'clock. An elimination game between UH and the Lady Rangers from Unaka. And the second game tonight will be North Green and the ladies from Cloudland at 7. So all that's going on in high school softball. Let's see. Soccer will start when? AAA starts today in soccer. AAA soccer tournament. Daniel Boone at number 5, at number 4 Crockett at 6 o'clock. Number 6 Westridge at number 3 Tennessee High, and boys soccer at 6 o'clock. That's in the AAA tournament. In the AA soccer tournament, you have East at Unicoi County, and that winner will play Elizabeth and here Thursday. Cyclones, the number 1 team in the district soccer. In the single A tournament, you have number 5 seed Cumberland Gaps boys and number 4 Chucky Doak at 6:30 tonight. The number 6 seeded Cosby will be at number 3 University High in Johnson City at 6:30 tonight. And that's your boys soccer in Tennessee. Baseball today in Virginia. Gate City at Marion, Cornerstone at Twin Springs, East Side at Rye Cove. They're still playing softball and baseball regular season in Virginia. And today, one softball game today. Gate City's Lady Blue Devils hosting Ridgeview today in girls softball. So that's what's going on in the world of local sports. Again, 5:15 airtime. We'll go on air with the broadcast with first pitch at 5:30. Audio only, the Cyclones with Lacey Gobble to mount against Madeline Delaney and the Lady Pioneers. of Crockett High School. Let's give you the verse today. We'll wrap it up. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and we are certainly today no different. Here we go. The verse is Psalms 18:2. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. He is my shield and the strength of my salvation, my stronghold. God promises to never leave us. He's made that promise in Hebrews. I will never leave you nor forsake you. We need to feel and know his presence is there every day, because it is. When we see nothing but darkness, feel nothing but doubt, and wonder if God is near or aware of what we're going through, what we're dealing with, the welcome answer from the Lord Jesus says, I am. He's as near as our next breath. He's there. Again, Psalms 18:2. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. He is my shield and the strength of my salvation, my stronghold. There you go. That's the verse today to wrap up the broadcast. See you back here at 5:15. Thanks to our guest, Coach Kid Harden, Cyclone Softball, Coach Sean Whitten, Cyclone Football, Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals State Park, and we had our buddy Whitney Blevins from Northeast Community Credit Union. So there you go. Out of time, we sincerely thank you, viewers. Back 5:15 for Cyclone Softball, audio only, against Crockett. See them. Thanks for watching show number 2490. The Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers at 5:15, audio only. See them.